Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. It is officially fall. So today I'm going to be doing a fall inspired look. This is the unit that I'm going to be using. This unit is pretty old, and so I decided I wanted to just go ahead and lock it up. The very first thing I did was part the hair in 4 sections, and then I went on to detangle. I did use a spray bottle of water to help with the detangling process because it just makes it so much easier. After that, I went in with my flat iron and I straightened this hair out. Like, there's some short parts in this hair because I had been chopping on this hair to do my fake edges. But that's okay because you're not gonna see it anyway. This is how it looked afterwards. Now I used a little bit of this carrot serum just to kind of give the hair a little bit of shine. So my birthday was actually the very next day and I didn't have time to do the locks, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna wear this. This is how that turned out. I went to this place downtown here in San Antonio. They had really good music playing. The atmosphere was just very lovely, so that was really nice. Here is a picture of the view from the rooftop. All right, let's get back into this. The first thing I did was part the hair where the lace is. So basically, I'm just separating the hair that's on the lace from the hair that's on the tracks. So that track that's right there, make sure you're covering that part up so that way you can't see it when you have your locks in. So I'm starting at the very bottom. As you can see, it's like short pieces in there. I decided to put rubber bands around those to make sure I get all the hair in there. But I didn't do it for all the locks. I just did it for this area right here. This is the hair that I'm going to be using for this style. Obviously, I really love this hair. I love the fact that it's so versatile. You can do so many things with this type of hair. Well, I'm using a 1B 613 and also a two-tone 27. All right, and so I already put about 2 rows in, and as you can see, it's mostly black. I didn't want to add too much color because I wanted it to have more of like a highlighted effect. So I was just kind of easy on the color starting off. And then when I got more towards the top, I started incorporating more of the highlighted colors. I also wanted to point out that I am doing the brick layering method so that the locks fall in between that row that I did right before it. Now I know there's a lot of gaps, and that's because I had cut some of this hair. So I'm going to show you how I fix that towards the end of the video. So whatever color I was doing the lock, that's the color I would use for the base. And now I just want to show you how I wrap it. Alright, so I take some hair, depending on how thick you want it to be, and I put my crochet needle in, and I put it in right about here. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little space. It's not too close to the scalp. And once I crochet the hair through, I'm going to pull the hair down so that way there's like a short piece and a long piece. Alright, and sometimes I like to cut this part just so it's a little bit neater and it's not like, you know, this extra hair. Okay, and so I start by wrapping the short piece first, and I wrap it going upwards, like going towards the beginning of the braid. And then I'll just take it back down again. All right, so now I'm taking it right back down again. And once I'm done wrapping that, and I can't wrap anymore with that little short piece, then I'm going to take that long piece and I'm going to wrap it in that same direction. Okay, y'all, so these These locks are definitely different sizes, and that's okay with me. So I am aware they're different sizes. I don't mind that. I know some people want theirs to be the same size, but to me that doesn't matter, especially when it comes to locks. I just feel like, it's supposed to be natural and natural looking as possible, and so it just makes sense to have different sizes for locks, in my opinion. And honestly, it's kind of hard to get them all to be the same size, especially when you're doing it freehand. Now, if you were to buy the locks pre-locked already, of course, then you'll get the same size that way. Some people can do it, but hey, it's very hard to get them all the same size when you're doing them this way. All right, and I am just finishing up with this. So I did backtrack a little bit, and I went back and made the blinds a little bit smaller because I realized it was way bigger than the other ones. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but another thing, I did not go all the way down to the ends. I like the curly tips, so I just left the braid at the end of them. And now I'm gonna show you how I filled in those gaps that are in the back. So I had a pack of pre-locked crochets. All I did was crochet those locks right in between where it was needed. And these are the final results. As you can see, it looks a lot more full, and with fullness comes weight, okay? So I want to be very clear. Now this does have a little weight to it, so I decided to dip it inside of some boiling hot water. So I only dipped the top of the locks. I didn't dip the ends, just to see if it will kind of calm it down a little bit, so that way it isn't as stiff and maybe make it less bulky. Okay, and once I got the wig in the position I want it to be in, I did use a lot of bobby pins just to secure the weight of it and to make sure that it was kind of more balanced. So that way the even spray that I'm using doesn't have to work that hard. So try to put in bobby pins. If you have a wig that's a little heavy, use bobby pins if you can. Here's the final look right here. I absolutely loved it. When it comes to locks, you really can't go wrong with locks. I feel like locks look good on just about everybody. Here's the back. Now ignore that little piece that was unraveling. It's like a little bulb. I fixed it afterwards. I am so excited about fall. Fall is definitely one of my favorite seasons. The thing I like most about fall is the weather and also the smell of pumpkin spice. I also look forward to seeing all the beautiful colors on the trees and everything. Just the whole vibe of fall is just perfect, right? I want to just extend my gratitude for all of you, and especially my subscribers. Thank you all so much. You guys motivate me to keep going, and I can only hope that I'm doing the same thing for you all as well. Sending love and good vibes your way. Until next time, bye.